Hello and welcome to the training course on New Generation NGOs. How AI is transforming fundraising. This training is organized by NGOs.ai in collaboration with GMARC and Funds for NGOs. So before we start with the video for today, let us introduce the trainers. The trainer is Mr. Gopal Kumar Jain. He has been working in the development sector for over 3 decades now. He specializes in fundraising, branding and communications, and project management. He has worked with a number of reputed development sector organizations and specializes in all major channels of fundraising. The content of this course is primarily based on his experiences as that of a trainer who has raised CSR funds from hundreds of corporates and foundations. I am Vidushi Jain, the co-trainer for this course. I am a graduate in Media and Communications from Symbiosis International University in Pune, and I have done my post-graduation in Criminology from a National Institute in New Delhi. I have worked on development projects with agencies like UNICEF, Children Against Child Abuse, that is Project CACA, I2V Development Foundation, etc. I have interned with a national agency, which is the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Currently, I am pursuing my doctorate and have published over 25 training courses and several teach and learn video materials. So, with that, let us start with the session for today. Fundraising challenges. Fundraising is a challenge for most development sector agencies. We are in the business of doing impactful work for the communities we work with, contributing and solving world's largest problems and supporting the most marginalized communities to lead good quality of life. So very often it is said that it is the government's responsibility to ensure good quality of life for all. But being uniformity and systems driven, very often the government agencies also face challenges. NGOs can pilot and experiment. Thus, the role of NGOs is to field test and develop scalable community-driven models, which then the government can scale up. So NGOs need funds to develop, innovate, field test, and also incorporate models in the mainstream channel. How can AI revamp and transform the way we generate funds is the focus of this course. So what are the steps in fundraising? So we use 7 steps for fundraising from initiation to sustaining, that is repeat grant. AI can be used in each of these steps, thus transforming the way that NGOs raise funds. So let's see the details on each step in the next few slides. Step 1 is donor research. Donor research revolves around 3 key aspects. First, business type, priorities, and CSR policy, if there is any. So focus is on those that are having a CSR policy. Second is operational geography of the donor. So check if it matches with the project locations where you as an organization are operating, because most corporates like to carry out the CSR work in and around their geographical presence, right? So there may be some exceptions also to this. Third is finances. So this helps us understand the quantum of support or funds that could come through that particular company. So this will help you as an organization to understand if there is more scope and what could be your proposed project size. So if it doesn't match, you may not invest more time pursuing such corporates. There are several AI-driven platforms that have emerged as front runners when we talk about donor research. For example, there's something called the Wealth Engine, which offers a robust suite of features designed specifically for fundraising professionals. Similarly, there is Donor Search, which specializes in identifying major gift prospects by leveraging a vast database of charitable giving information. Tools like iWave and Gravity provide unique insights into donor motivations and preferences as well. And through AI analysis for each donor, an NGO can optimize the amounts and they can best channel in the times of appeals also that can be identified by them. So this will also help improve donor retention and upgradation. Step 2 is donor outreach. Donor outreach includes 3 steps in itself. First is sending an initial email with profile of your organization and follow up for a meeting. Second is presentation at the donor meeting. So this mainly talks about what your organization and the proposed project will do, which pertains to their needs as well. And third is finally an agreement with the corporate to work upon the proposal and take it forward. So AI tools, specifically ChatGPT, could be used for developing effective email draft, follow-up, calling script or email draft, and finalizing text and grammar for the entire presentation. The third step is developing proposal or donation appeal. So depending upon the donor, whether a proposal for CSR donor and a donation appeal for an individual or an HNI donor is present or not is the next step, right? So when there is a problem, we need to have a solution for it. Your solution and impact is that it will help create this as a key. So these are the basic developments that you can do, and these are only known to you. So you write your own text using GPT, and then you can polish these texts. So in the proposal, there are several other components that can be well secured through AI. GrantWriter AI uses machine algorithm to analyze successful grant proposals and generate customized content. Also, the story is a key to you. So for writing a donation appeal in ChatGPT, you first share your text, your ideas, your stories, and then you can give it a prompt to write the particular content in an appealing manner, maybe in the form of a story or in the form of a proposal as you deem fit. Similarly, for impacts of past projects, also success stories can be written and it can be presented as your prior experience as an organization. Next step is evaluating impacts. Now, irrespective of the donation of the project, donors demand evidence and impacts of the project on a regular basis, right? So, for example, if it is an yearly project, your donors might need bi-monthly or quarterly reports. Or if it is a 6-month project, they might require a monthly report. So AI has transformed the process of impacts measurement and tracking social change indicators continuously. It allows the managers to use dynamic dashboards that visualize progress against KPIs in real time, hence ensuring data-driven decision making. Through the use of AI, it is now possible to measure complex field data and identify which intervention will work the best for your project. So instead of just monitoring outputs, we can also understand the lasting outcomes that can actually help define real impact, such as improvement in the status of health, level of education, income opportunities, etc. Traditionally, real impacts were possible to be reported only after 3 or 5 years of continuous intervention. But AI is now enabling the NGOs in evidence-based tracking and reporting of the project impacts. Next, we come to step 5, which is donor reporting. Donor reporting is required at different intervals, monthly, quarterly, 6 months, annual, as we have already discussed, right? Evidence and impacts need to be described, as this is a key section for all of your donor reports. Additionally, there are sections on background, activities conducted, achievements, success stories, etc. Each of these can also be polished using AI tools like GPT or Perplexity. Next, we come to step 6, which is project closure. So the project closure step includes aspects like ensuring sustainability of the project, final impact evaluation, a project completion report, and support for scaling up the project and sustaining the project. For project sustaining and handing over to the community, there are certain formats which may be required that you are already using for your project, right? But these formats can very well be adapted for the final report also. And in the same manner, you can use these formats and structures and you can hand it over to the community with a well-established framework of how the said project can be sustained and continued even after your involvement in it. Step 7, which is publicizing project and donor retention. Now, this is the last step. This is to publicize the project, and you can approach the same donor for the next project, or you can even share it with a new donor as your previous experience to help gain confidence and goodwill. For this, you can develop the project report as an impactful case study. So ChatGPT can also now help you to do this. You can also use other content AIs like Perplexity or Grok, right? So using this case study to reach out to the new donors, you can encourage them to replicate the same project in other locations, or you can show your expertise and your experience in order to gain new projects. So reach out to the current donor as well, and you can work towards replicating the same project in other location, or you can show that how you can take the same project forward and you can extend it to newer impacts and newer indicators as well. So AI can help simplify your fundraising process. It can also transform the overall fundraising as an activity for NGOs. As it has been described above, please identify specific steps and then you can use specific AI tools appropriately. I am sure that you will enjoy seeing the improvement in your fundraising activities. With this, we come to an end of this course. Hope you found this course useful. Keep watching our AI courses for NGOs, and for more such courses, keep visiting www.fundsforNGOs.org. Thank you and have a great day.